Welcome back to Module 2. In this module, we're diving into multimedia principles for learning. These principles come from Richard Mayer's research and are incredibly helpful when designing instructional slides. These are 5 core principles, even though there are a total of 12. Let's take a look at these 5. So here are 5 key multimedia principles: the coherence principle, the signaling principle, the redundancy principle, spatial contiguity, and temporal contiguity, and we'll look at each one in a little more detail. The coherence principle is the less is more mentality, which is one of my absolute favorites. This means that you need to remove anything that doesn't directly support the learning goal, whether it's extra clip art, background patterns, decorative fonts. Even small distractions can add unnecessary mental effort. Next, let's look at the signaling principle. This is about guiding students' attention to key information. You can do this through bolding, colors, arrows, or simple highlights. The idea is to visually cue students into what matters. The redundancy principle reminds us not to display full sentences on the slide and then read them aloud word for word. When text and narration duplicate each other, students can get overloaded. Instead, keep the slide concise and explain the idea in your own words. And then 2 more important ones are spatial and temporal contiguity. Spatial contiguity means placing related text and visuals close together. If you label a diagram, put the label next to the part it describes, not as a separate list. Temporal contiguity means presenting related words and images at the same time, not far apart or out of sync. Let's look at a quick example. Let's say you're teaching the water cycle. If your labels are on one side of the slide and the diagram is on the other, students have to mentally connect them. But if the labels are right next to each other, learning becomes much easier. Using these principles doesn't take extra time. It's really just making intentional choices that support understanding. In this module, you'll look at some other examples and complete a quick check to apply one of the principles yourself. Let's jump in.